Hello, all you beautiful souls. My name is Dee Sapphire and welcome. So let's get real and talk about twin flames and about this Netflix documentary regarding a popular twin flame community and my experience with them. So to start off, I want to say that I believe in the concept of twin flames. However, I do not agree with the methods that this particular twin flame community is advertising and practicing with their members. This group did not copyright the concept of twin flames or the term. Twin flames have been around for a long time. You can see sprinkles of twin flames throughout history, and if you have a chance, I encourage you to look up the history of twin flames. There's a very popular story that's in Greek mythology about Zeus splitting a soul into two, thus creating the twin flame. My experience with this group was very short-lived. Years ago, I had an awakening and I realized that I was a twin flame. And I was vulnerable. You see, the beginning of my journey was very overwhelming because I was receiving so much spiritual insight and I didn't know how to navigate what I was experiencing. I felt alone. I felt like I couldn't talk to my close friends about it because I thought that they would think that I was crazy. So I went searching for answers, stumbled upon this particular group and their videos, and I was mesmerized. I felt like I had found a community that understood what I was going through, and they even had services for twin flames that are part of the LGBTQ community. And because they offer that service, I felt even more seen. During the pandemic, I joined the Twin Flame Universe LGBTQ group, met weekly, talked about all things twin flames. I ended up buying the Twin Flame Universe book and was contemplating on whether or not I wanted to move forward in the group by buying their services. So I ended up contacting a couple that was part of the LGBTQ group and felt at the time that they might be the perfect candidates to help me navigate my journey. However, there were certain red flags about the community that I couldn't ignore. The first red flag was their pushiness. I stumbled upon a video of the owners having a conversation with the gentleman that was part of their group that they were mentoring. This gentleman identified as gay, however, he believed that his twin flame was a female, and it was really hard for him to let her in because of his sexual preferences. The owners kept pushing him to move in with her anyways. They kept saying that he should take this leap of faith because that's what they did. They started off living in a room and now look at them living in this huge house, and that he could do it too. However, he didn't agree. He didn't want to do that. And so he pretty much quit on the spot, and the owners, to put it quite frankly, started talking shit about this guy to the entire group. When I saw that, I was shocked, yet I was still making excuses for them. And part of that was because I still wanted to belong to a group that understood what I was going through, since it seemed like there were limited resources out there when it came to twin flame services. The second red flag is the guilt and the shame, the fear that comes with not abiding by what they tell you to do. The third red flag was their sales tactic. When I was talking to that couple that I had connected with in the group, they were very encouraging at first. They would suggest for me to do the mirror exercise when I was triggered and to buy their services. So they kept contacting me, asking me to buy their services. The last interaction that I had with them, they asked me to buy their money manifestation service that they had, and I said, I can't do it. They said, well, you're a twin flame, which means that you're a powerful manifester, and me and my twin flame manifest whatever we want, including money, which means that you can too. So I responded with, clearly, I'm not at the vibrational frequency that you guys are at to be able to manifest $400 within 2 days. This reminds me of the time when I was part of a certain religious group that was very pushy and very demanding. If I didn't do what they wanted me to do or was expected of me to do, then I was shunned. I was no longer part of the group and I was no longer part of that religion. When I was done being part of that religion, I realized that I was living in so much fear. And that same feeling is what I got when I was trying to pursue being part of this twin flame group. I was hesitant to post this, and I understand that this video may not sit well with many. I am just sharing with you my experience, what I felt and what I saw when it came to this community. If this community worked out for you, good for you, but I know that it did not work for me and it did not work for many others. And if you're on the journey, I encourage you to be mindful of the information that you see, read, or hear. There's so much knowledge out there about twin flames and spirituality that it has almost become saturated. So it's important to be aware and mindful of where we're receiving the information, who the source is, and who you feel safe to talk to about what you're experiencing. Because only you know ultimately how you should navigate your journey. Only you know if you're a twin flame, only you know if you believe in twin flames, and if you want to continue the path as a twin flame. So if you're on this journey and you just figured out that you're a twin flame and you're feeling vulnerable, my suggestion for you would be to take it day by day, to practice strengthening your intuition and to follow your truth, because this is a personal and sacred, beautiful journey that has its ups and downs, but ultimately it's a journey that leads you back to you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video sparks something within you, and until next time, namaste.